Well, the Plastiki is a 60-foot catamaran, and it's made from the buoyancy is 70% reliant upon 12,000 2-litre plastic bottles, and these have all had, they're from the recycling centre, they've all had a previous life to them. When David de Rothschild gave birth to this crazy idea in 2006, he was inspired by a report that the United Nations Environmental Programme had written on the accumulation of marine debris, and with a focus on the Pacific Ocean, one area in the ocean where there's a huge accumulation of plastic. When the Plastiki idea was born, a garden was somewhere and involved in it. We hadn't quite worked out how we were going to build this garden.
Oh, it's amazing. We did a cocktail napkin drawing, and that's exactly what it drew.
And it is, exactly.
Isn't it wild?
Amazing. Where is the salad bar?
It's coming in a moment. It's here.
It's so beautiful. I always crave leafy greens, like when I'm on land and at sea. They make you feel so good, and they're full of, irons and the minerals that you need. And this is the first time that I'll ever go to sea and be able to go, oh, tonight I'll have some kale.
Vertical gardening saves space, and when you have an area where you've got a small yard, you're living in the city, you can put a vertical garden on a wall, anywhere in the back of the fence, or somewhere where you typically wouldn't be able to put plants, and that helps save a lot of space. This cylinder garden is going to be placed up inside of that blue tube. There's not a whole lot of gardens at sea, so I wanted to find something that was salt tolerant, and kale, a couple of different kinds of kale, some reds, some regular kale. Then we have some mustard green, and the wind got to that one, and then some Swiss chard. And we take a bare-rooted plant and we put it inside the little pocket, and there's this fabric here that helps distribute the irrigation. So the water gets distributed around this ring, and it trickles down through the root zone, supplying nutrients for the plants, and then it goes into a reservoir, and then which the reservoir is at the top or at the bottom of that tube up there, and then it just continually recirculates.
Inca has experimented with growing the garden to ensure that we're using the right amount of water but not overwatering it at all. We ration the boat to about 3 litres per person per day. So obviously we can simulate having the garden on board to what it's like to live in areas of high water scarcity.
Okay, bring her down. Guide her in.
Oh, the unveiling of the garden. Woohoo! It's a living installation. It's like art, food, science, health, technology.
How are you feeling today, Joe?
Very excited. We've been in San Francisco for a year building this boat, and it's been an awesome adventure. It's been a platform that has attracted so many wonderful people to come together and create the most wonderful stories about how to live a smarter planet. My time at sea is going to be a huge time for reflection on the process that we've been through. We've learned a lot about smart engineering and about solutions, and the garden and the water is definitely one major thing that you learn.
Godspeed!
And I know that when we're at sea, we're so careful of what resources we use, and we try and learn from that to make sure that we're living a sustainable life on land. We're taking many other people's thoughts and stories with us, and that's going to be a time for us to reflect and to work out what we can do in the future.